Hey guys, I'm here today because last week was my husband Oliver's birthday and I threw him a surprise birthday party on Friday, so I wasn't here to do the live thing with you. Hope you guys can understand that, but I had to go take care of my boo. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and catch up today with your live. So here goes. Here's my question for today. What is the big deal about eating fruits and vegetables in their season? Okay, as a high school teacher for over 30 years, I can tell you that it's easier to get kids to do something when they understand why you are doing it. I am Bernice Hunt, a brain health specialist working with women just like you who are starting to get a little nervous about some of the challenges they're experiencing with their brain, and I help you to stay sharp so that as you age, you can still travel, have fun with your grandkids, and experience new adventures without missing a beat. So let me tell you, did you catch my last video? I had a video a few days ago about the availability of fruits and vegetables practically year round. Okay, but today we're going to go a little bit deeper. But if you didn't catch that video, you can find it on my Facebook channel or our Facebook page or my YouTube channel, Keep Your Brain Sharp, and take a look at it there. But today I want to go a little deeper. I want to talk about the benefits of eating seasonal fruits and vegetables, eating them in their season, as well as some of the potential harm that can come from the process that we're using when we make them available year round. Okay, so I know you guys already have heard about eating locally grown fruits and vegetables, and that's a really good reason. Scientists have all shown that, not just for environmental reasons or agricultural reasons, but for your body. It's better for your body, which includes your brain. So, diet does have a huge impact on your brain. As you age, a lot of us know to do more things to stimulate our brain, and that is so very, very true. Our brain needs to remain stimulated so we can create those new pathways and so that we can slow down that aging and age gracefully. Okay, and we definitely want to do that, but we need both. We need the nurturing, which is creating the new pathways and the cognitive reserve, and we also need the proper nourishment. Okay, in fact, on my 5 keys to brain health that I have, those are 2 of the keys: nutrition and engagement. Okay, because God has orchestrated our seasons with foods that we need just at the right time. So we need to take advantage of that He's providing foods for us, peaking in certain seasons when we're going to need them the most. And it's not all just about the taste. Like I say, diet has a big impact on your hippocampus. That's the center in your brain that's responsible for your memory, for your learning, and for your emotions. Okay, so that's what that's going to be looking at. And when I talk about seasonal eating, I'm basically talking about the summer versus the winter, because I call the other 2 like transitional. Okay, so like if you're in the spring, your spring is getting you prepared for your summer. Okay, if you're in the fall, your fall is getting you prepared for your winter, pulling you away from the summer and getting you prepared. So those are transitional, what I like to think of. And so primarily we're going to be talking about summer versus winter. Okay, so what are the concerns in the summer? Dehydration. The climate is hot and we have to worry about dehydration because your brain is 70% water. So your brain is going to need all the water it can get, and it's always searching for water. And if it doesn't have enough, it starts pulling that water from other places in your body. You don't want that to be happening. If you only have as little as a 2% deficit of water, your brain cannot function optimally. It can't do its best job. Okay, so it wants to stay hydrated. So in the summer, what foods are peaking in the summer? Water-rich fruits and vegetables. So when you need to stay hydrated, the fruits and vegetables that are growing plentifully at that time are full of water. Okay, so you want to be taking advantage of that. You want to be eating it. You want to eat those melons. You want to eat those citrus fruits and those berries. You want to eat the cucumbers and things. You want to eat all the leafy green vegetables, which a lot of them are water rich. You want to be eating those kind of fruits and vegetables to help keep your body hydrated. That's not to say that you're going to not eat them in the other months, but just make sure to take advantage of them when they're there, because your body really, really needs them. And guess what? When they're plentiful, they're going to be cheaper. So especially if you're on a budget and you're looking at your counting your pennies or whatever in terms of organics, okay, make sure during the summer when they're cheaper that you go organic, so you'll be cheaper and healthier for you. Okay, you may not be able to go organic with all of them year round, maybe, but at least during the summer when they're plentiful and cheaper, that's the time to do that. Okay, so you want to get those water-rich fruits and vegetables in your system in the hotter months. Okay, in the summer season, which depending on where you are may be a different month, but the climate is warmer. Okay. The other one is winter. What's the concern with winter? Seasonal depression. Okay. Now the good news with seasonal depression is it is seasonal. That means it's going to come and most likely it's going to go. Okay. So it's not going to be on you forever, but some people are hit more severely than others, and it can affect your mood, your appetite, your sleep, and your energy levels. Okay, and when we're talking about sleep, especially when we're talking with the brain, you know the brain needs us to be asleep so that it can get its work done. Okay, so we don't need any disruptions in our sleep with as part of our seasonal depression. So instead of eating those foods that are going to give you that quick energy spike and then crash, so we're talking donuts, we're talking sugar-rich desserts and things like that. We're talking chips. Okay, we're talking French fries. All right, those kind of things. Instead of eating that and splurging on that, trying to get your mood up, lift your mood or lift your energy or whatever, eat the seasonal vegetables like sweet potatoes, squashes, lentils, brown rice, your different breads and things. So I'm talking about soups and stews and breads. Okay, those are things that are going to help you have that slow release, sustained energy level, and it's going to help you with your mood and your sleep and your energy levels and even your appetite. Okay, so that is seasonal as well. So in the seasonal months, that's what you're going to be making sure you eat a lot of, okay, because it's very, 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 very important. All right. In the oldie days, most of the fruits and vegetables that you ate was within 100 miles radius of where you were, okay? So foods are pretty local, all right? Nowadays, you can be eating food that has traveled 1,500 miles. That's a big difference. 100 miles, 1,500 miles, okay? So then we're talking about a process because they're going to be picking that produce before it's ripe, okay? And making that long haul. Okay, so then that introduces what's known as lectins. Okay, so lectins are nature's natural defense system the plants have to protect their offspring, to protect their seeds, okay, that are trying to mature from getting destroyed before they are fully mature and ready to generate. Okay, so they produce this toxic compound before they're ripe so that predators like us and other insects, okay, and not other insects and insects and other animals, okay, will be hesitant to eat them because it has a little toxic thing attached to it, okay, and therefore their seed will have time to mature. But man, in all his wisdom, picking the fruits and vegetables early so it can transport those hundreds of miles. When they pick it early, it still has the lectin on it. Because here's what the beauty of nature is. Okay, the lectins come and stay on your plant until the seed is mature and ready. And then the lectins dissipate. The color of the plant changes to a bright, attractive color to attract animals and insects and man. You know it's ripe. You pick it and you eat it. It does not have those poison little doses of lectin on it. But if you pick it when it's immature, the lectins are in there. They don't ever get the signal to dissipate. Even if they ripen or gassed or however they get ripened later, after they've been picked, the lectins stay in there and they don't leave. Okay, so now when you're eating it, even if it's now ripe, if you're eating it, it still contains the lectins. So you're still getting those little doses of toxicity, of toxic compound that you're eating. And since it's in tiny little doses, it is not going to, you're not going to keel over, right there or whatever, but it can affect your microbiome. Your insects can have a great effect on them, and also cumulative over time. It can have a great effect, and you can find yourself allergic. You can find yourself having food sensitivities, okay? That may be partly because you're eating the food out of season. It was picked before it was ripe, and the lectins are still in there, and that is what your body is reacting to. So that's another good reason that you should eat a lot of foods in season, especially if you know that you have sensitivities to them. Okay, so I happen to have a chart of seasonal produce. Okay, it's a color-coded chart I have for you, and be happy to send it to you. You can just request it from me, but make sure you mention this video number. It's number 140. You can say something seasonal food or whatever, 140, so that I know what you're talking about, so we can find it, get that to you, okay? Because your brain's destiny is in your hands. So have a wonderful day. Make sure you say happy birthday to my Oliver, and see you next week. Bye-bye.